What's up, welcome back to Let's Play Zoids Battle Legends, Battle 5 of the New Century Zero tournament. We're up against a Elephanter and a Rev Raptor, so this should be pretty easy actually. One Elephanter is not too much to deal with, and the Rev Raptor is obviously going to be really easy to kill, as they typically have been, being the light infantry Zoids that they are. So what are we going to use this time? I'm going to show off the Gojulas Giga for a change, because in this in the tournament mode here, I've actually purchased the big ass cannon for it, the LR Eagle cannon, which means that there it is right there, which means that it'll actually be able to be used to its full potential. And I don't have any other weapons to fill its other slots, but they're basically just missile launchers that we'll never use anyway, so why even bother buying them? And I guess I'll keep leaning on the Berserk Fury. So yeah, this is going to be totally overpowered for this, but it'll demonstrate it, so if you are interested in buying it, then this is what you're in for. And yeah, it's not really doesn't really behave much like a normal Gojulas at all. It maneuvers like one, but it doesn't have any of the regular weapons. So here we are. This is the enormous LR Cannon Eagle, which, as I said before, is just ridiculously powerful. See, one shot took out half that Rev Raptor's health. It is so ridiculously powerful, and the splash damage on it is huge as well, so we can hit something from a pretty good distance even if we don't hit them directly. Which is why, there we go, 2 shots and it was down. So we're going to go and take out the Elephanter now. See how easy that was? And our ally is just going to be sitting pretty over there. We're not even going to bother to get them involved. Well, I guess we might. We don't want them to take any hits though. But, yeah, this Elephanter though, this is I believe the top of the line Elephanter, so this one is going to be pretty tough to take down compared to the normal ones. Let me see if I can demonstrate the tail attack here. Nope, their little lightsaber thing was a little bit better. Yeah, that's another annoying thing, is the Elephanter has a sort of blade-like attack with the sort of lightsaber thing that comes out of its trunk, and it's kicking my ass here. I need to get up. There we go. Yeah, I might as well not even bother to try to demonstrate that. That's the Gojulas Giga's built-in melee weapon, is its tail swinging attack, which is the only built-in weapon that it has, but it's not even really worth using when you can use this thing. So there we go. That mean we did that in less than a minute. That was pitifully easy. And here we go, sort of floating in midair with a very silly jumping animation. We should get quite a lot of points for that, because the nice thing about the Gojulas Giga is it has a retardedly large amount of health. It has 4,200, as I demonstrated earlier in the campaign. So if we have a decent amount of health still, we can get a lot of points from that. So next battle here is against Bit and Lena again, and they have the Zero Jaeger and a gun sniper, which is also not going to be that intimidating. I mean, the Zero Jaeger, as I demonstrated in the last video, is pretty good, but the gun sniper that she has is basically just a regular gun sniper, but it's fitted with Gatling units, and it's completely stupid and ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to switch her over to the Gojulas Giga, because I want to use that to get as much points as possible. Like, if I can keep her out of the fight, then she has a large amount of health, so if we're guaranteed like 4,200 points if she doesn't take any damage, which means we'll be getting more money, which means we might be able to buy the Zero Phoenix sooner. So I'm going to use the Trinity Liger here, which is a Zoid that I don't ever recall seeing anywhere else. I don't recall seeing it in the anime, and I didn't find it on the wiki or anything to see where it fits in. And it's another Liger. I'm not sure how much it costs. It's probably pretty expensive, but it's a pretty cool Zoid, and it's not quite like the Blade Liger, but it can be fitted with attack boosters, as you can see here. And there's the gun sniper here, which is having a very hard time with the Gojulas Giga actually fighting each other. This thing has 3 weapons. 2 of them are built in. The other one is the attack boosters. It has this main box type weapon, and then this multi-weapon rack, which I guess we're gonna leave them alone to fight each other and just go after the Zero Jaeger, because I really don't want to end up shooting my ally too many times here. So let's see if we can get a good view of the map here and figure out where he is. He's over here in the corner. My frame rates are failing epically if I'm using the boost here. There he is. Despite how good I showed off the Jaeger earlier, we'll be able to take it down pretty easily, because even if it tries to hit us at close range with its melee attack like it's doing now, then the multi-weapon rack is pretty good. It's kind of like the attack boosters, except it doesn't home in as easily, but the weapons themselves are closer together, so you can hit targets that are closer to you, if that makes any sense. But the nice thing about the Trinity Liger is that it has a ridiculously good melee attack. It's fast, and it gets the job done. Look at that, it's just 2 motions right there, and it is really, really fast. So it has, in my opinion, one of the best melee attacks in the game. Let's go ahead and use it again here. It's just ridiculously good. I mean, it doesn't do like an outrageous amount of damage. It does a normal sort of melee attack damage, but just how fast it is. Like, no other Zoid is able to counter that. I think maybe the Zero Schneider can. I mean, we'll demonstrate the Zero Schneider's melee attack later. But we almost have this guy finished off here. The main box does not really do much damage at all. It's kind of a useless weapon when we have the multi-weapon rack and the attack boosters. So we're going to use those instead. Go ahead and the boosters are really cool in this thing too. They sort of flip out on the side, and they're just like they're like wings almost with rocket packs on them. Anyway, we should be coming up on. These guys are still fighting, and I managed to get the last shot in before the Gojulas kill it, so we get the points for that, hopefully. That went pretty well. Now, normally the Trinity Liger is, you get it and it's red, I think, so I changed it to blue, because I didn't really care for the way that it looked. And I already had some red Ligers, so yeah, that's the Trinity Liger. It's a pretty nice Zoid, but there's other Ligers that I prefer. Alright, so now we're up against the Tasker sisters, who have the Lightning team. Therefore, they both have Lightning Sykes, which are the top of the line Lightning Sykes, the Lightning Sykes TS, I believe, which probably stands for Tasker. So it's their own special Zoids. Anyway, the Trinity Liger also has quite a bit of health to it. It's 3,200. But we're going to stop using it for now. Let's see what I'm going to use for this fight. Actually, why don't I go ahead and use the Shadow Fox S. We're going to go ahead and redeem the Shadow Fox from its pitiful display of incompetence in the campaign. We're going to go ahead and redeem its quality now by showing off that it's not as bad of a Zoid if you have the right weapons for it, which we do in this case. This is the Shadow Fox S, which is the top of the line one. I think there's only 2 different Shadow Fox, and this is the better one of the 2. And I love how it has a semi-translucent cockpit, and yet it has eyes as well. It kind of breaks the rules in that sense. But anyway, we have the double sniper rifle on it, which, as I've demonstrated countless times before, is one of the best weapons in the game. And it's also because it can be equipped to so many different Zoids. It can be equipped to this, it can be equipped to the Liger Zero, it can be equipped to the Koenig Wolf. It's just really good. So we have 2 Lightning Sykes here, the Lightning Sykes TS, as I demonstrated before. And because we have such a powerful weapon, is really the only reason why we have a chance here, because the Lightning Sykes is still better and faster than us with the Shadow Fox. The Shadow Fox is still pretty maneuverable, though. And this cannon, I will say, does look pretty ridiculous on its back, because it's about as long as the whole Zoid itself is. But the only annoying part about this battle is, I think it's because we're on this particular map, the Lightning Sykes can turn invisible. And it only really seems to happen on this map, if you notice. Every time we're on this map, in the tournament mode, the enemies can turn invisible. Other times when the enemies can turn invisible, it's usually just one or the other, and not in both of them. But we're kind of just going back and forth between the 2 of them, hitting whichever one is visible at the time. And they are just taking tremendous amounts of damage from the double sniper rifle here. Both the Shadow Fox and the Lightning Sykes benefit mostly from their speed. Like they don't have a terrible amount of toughness, so they don't resist our damage all that much. I mean, this is one of the downsides to the Lightning Sykes when I use it even. But so when we have a powerful weapon like this, there's really not a whole lot they can do. So there we go. That didn't take long at all. We really wiped the floor with them, and showing that the Shadow Fox can be good after all. It's just you have to have the right weapons for it. Unfortunately, in the campaign, they gave us crap weapons to use, so the Zoid itself was therefore crap, unfortunately, because of that. So we'll probably never use the Shadow Fox again, though. But I just wanted to show that I don't hate the Zoid. I think it's actually a really cool Zoid. It's just I hated the way they gave it to us in the campaign. So moving on to the next battle, which is against Harry and Mary Champ, and we'll be doing that next time. They have their own special Iron Kongs and Dark Horn, so they might be a little bit challenging actually, we'll see.